Tonight on Rich, Gifted and Scots, two local boys made good. Coming up, Scotland's biggest lottery winner talks on TV for the first time about his win and how it changed his life. But first, Marti Pellow had it all. Millions in the bank, a glittering pop career and movie star looks. But then heroin addiction brought him crashing down to earth. So can he now make it back to the top?
Marti Pellow was blessed with everything you need to become a pop star. A great voice, rugged good looks and boyish charm. He also had a dream.
I've always been a dreamer. I was somewhat naive to a certain degree as well, but I thought, OK, you get in a band, I'll be the singer. Oh, no, wait a minute. I think I wanted to be the drummer originally, but I think the drummer was a better fighter than me, so I got put to the forward. That was it. It was going to be a singer. And I always, as I said, naive, I thought, right, we'll get in a band, we'll, get a record deal, we'll put out a single, and, then we'll do Top of the Pops. And believe it or not, it pretty much worked that way. Because I think collectively within the band, we all strived for the same thing. There wasn't somebody off on a whim somewhere else. We all wanted to make our dreams become reality. Somebody didn't want to go away to art college or whatever. It was very much we wanted to be a successful songwriters and I wanted to be a singer in a great band.
Marty had many influences along the way, but his love of music started at home.
My mother's been a huge inspiration on me, because the way she loved the arts, and the gift of song, right back to when I was a child, going behind the curtains and opening the curtains, and you came out and you sing a wee song, and it was, she just loved the melodies, and I can always remember her singing, and I think that's what initially turned me on to music, was the warmth of her voice and the way that she spoke passionately about music, and I'll be forever indebted to her. So when you were leaving school and, at the time, well, the shipyards had closed at that time, which was quite depressing, but if you could get an apprenticeship, then that was, you were extremely lucky, very lucky that you had a chance to not better yourself, but you had a little safety net, whereas we were kind of out in the wings where, you say, well, I want to be a pop star. I want to be on the telly and that, and it's like, really? Well, how are you going to make that happen? Well, bye. And I didn't really have an answer. All I really had was these dreams. Well, I'll get this, and this will happen. And as it slowly started to develop and become tangible, then I think my mother was getting excited. And then the first time you do Top of the Pops, I mean, that's it, I'm away to get my hair done. And that's right, that was my boy on Top of the Pops last night, yes.
Time for some nostalgia now. We took Marti Pellow on a trip down memory lane, starting with his old school.
Well, here I am in Clydebank High School's library, which is quite surreal for me, because I remember the first time I came here was to join the chess club, and it became abundantly clear very, very quickly that I was more a draftsman. But a strange scene with it, this on the wall. I mean, how bizarre is it to get a mixed feelings of emotions here, because, I mean, it's now on 20 years since the last time I was in this building. That still smells the same. Look at you. Smell like camera. I was all right, but it was. He could have done a lot better. I could have excelled myself.
He was too interested in music.
This is what I love about Glasgow, and I've always said it all the time. I've been quoted many times as saying it's a 50-50 side. You're going to shake your hand or punch you in the face, but you're going to know exactly where you stand. And I think that's refreshing, because I travel all over the world, and when I come back to Scotland, I suppose, especially Glasgow, if you're walking down the street, it's very much a kind of, all right, Marty, how you doing? Things going good? Oh, you look great. Or it's going to be, Marty, what are you doing? As I said, wearing this comedy shirt and this comedy suit. Who the hell do you think you are? And I think it always brings a smile to my face. Both of those suggestions do. And I think when I had the gift of having success and the pleasure of having success, I always had a tendency to come back to Scotland quite a lot, because my heart definitely belongs here.
Marty recently admitted to years of heroin abuse. Tonight he explains why he stopped.
I think when I could no longer function without my drug of choice, and it was becoming, this has to stop, or who knows, I might not. I happen to think the world would be a better place with me in it, and I think change had to happen. I wasn't doing a geography or anything like that, just by changing my places. A lot of things had to be put in to perspective. And it's funny enough, in those darkest times, the real players in your life come to the forefront. And that is a blessing.
And life has changed completely. You've moved to Memphis, you found a new direction for your music.
Sold those collection of Ferraris and downgraded my house to almost just palatial standards.
But you're much more comfortable now and you're happy.
Oh, aye. A little bit more centred, a little bit more focused on what I want to achieve. You know, I have now found, you know, my enthusiasm for songwriting, but not only in that, and just taking some time out for me, you know, to be whatever, if it's going to play golf or cooking or whatever, you know, just enjoying the life that's around me and taking time just to slow it down and keeping it in the day instead of thinking what might be or what has been, and enjoying life and embracing it. I can only go from strength to strength from that, you know, and spending time with loved ones. It's great that I'm in this business, it's great that I have the gift of song and I am an entertainer, but there's a lot more to life than whether or not I have another hit record. It'd be great if I do it as a solo artist, and if I don't, then back to the drawing board for Marty, because I know that that I see myself as a long-term project. He ain't going to get rid of me that easy. I'm a survivor, man. I love to sing, I love to entertain, and I love to win stars in their eyes.
With his life now back in order, Marti Pellow is trying to get back in the charts as a solo artist. He's optimistic about the future, but knows it will be hard work.
You know, I like to have a wee regime, look after myself, do a bit of swimming, I play a bit of golf now, and just generally look after myself. Because it's so easy to find, you know, first it's hard to get in there, because you've got to get a wee bit of a regime going. But once you get your head around that, because, I mean, it's so easy just to say, you know what, I'm just going to sit and couch potato up, you know, just... And I can easily do that, you know, get a couple of movies and a bit of pizza and I'm happy as Larry. But, you know, I think I feel a lot better if I go to the gym and I come out and I feel a bit of energy and that, and just a bit more kind of, you know, enthusiastic for the day.
And that's really important at the moment, you know, with personal appearances, touring, single coming out and all that kind of thing.
I think it's important to me to look after myself now. I mean, whether or not it helps, it makes me more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, it's a bonus.
Marti Pellow is determined to be taken seriously as one of the best singers in British pop, but he still remembers his wet, wet, wet days with pride.
Yeah, I was in that band for 20 years, and it was the best band in the world as far as I was concerned. The best. And now in my solo career, I think it's nice for the fans who continue to come and see me to have reference points, because I sing these songs, and I see them very much part of my repertoire as the years unfold, as well as my new material.
SECC, year 2030, Marti Pellow show. You still be singing them?
Good evening, Glasgow. Good evening. You know, wheeling me on. Marty, where's your trousers? I don't know. I would like to say, you know, I mean, as long as my passion and enthusiasm is still in songwriting, and I think, you know, I'm a great believer in the more you do something, the better you become in it. So hopefully, as you know, I can zone in my songwriting skills and bring more continued, you know, enjoyment to people, and just get out there and sing it. I'm a singer. That's what I do. I sing songs, entertain. You know, that's it. Man. That's what I know how to do. Every night I turn the lights down slowly and watch you in your afterglow. To you, tell me you want me to. What can I do? I need you now, and I want you now in my life. I'm lucky enough to have my health. That's paramount to me, you know, to continue that. To be breathing in and there's no short, sharp pains. Long may that last. And to have continued success, not only in the business, but in a loving relationship. I think they're paramount, you know, I think the simple things in life, you know, to embrace them. It's important. You know, I don't want to sound like an old hippie. Get out and smell the flowers and that, you know. I'm chilling it. In my life.
Marti Pellow's comeback single is in the shops now. Up